Hello, interesting people. Welcome to Nick's Interest. Today's video, book versus hype. And the book is The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by Dreams McBride. So, I would consider this book a modern hype classic book. I wouldn't say it's the most hype book out there, but it does have some hype, I'd say, in my opinion. And I was happened to stumble upon this book randomly, actually. I think I actually decided to listen to it on audiobook first, and then I randomly found it at a little free library just walking one day, and I was like, dope ski. So, what is this book about? This book is about a lot of people. There's a lot of characters in this book. It is about a few people. It is about an older couple, some younger people, and they live in this town called Pottstown. I forget exactly where, but it takes place in the United States. And they foster this kid there in a way, I think that's the proper word. And they take care of him, and he's like a runaway, and he's gone through some stuff. And there's some other characters that things happen to, and they also cause some things to happen that set things in motion that get this little boy into unwanted places, and then he has to escape in a way, and then yeah. That's not really all the book is about, but that's just some of the things that happen in the book. Honestly, I can't remember what this book is about because reading this book was difficult for me. Like, I just had a hard time when I was actually reading this book understanding it. Like, there was a lot of new words because there was like Jewish words that I just didn't know how to pronounce or read properly. And then just like the English writing part of it was just I just felt like a little difficult to read. I just felt like there wasn't the most flow like thing for some reason. I just wasn't in that trance flow state reading it. But I'm usually not when I read, honestly, but like, hey. So some of my favorite parts about this book were I really like the characters' names. Honestly, I can't remember some of them. I remember Shona, Moshe, Monkey Pants, Dodo. I thought those names were all fun. I just liked reading them over and over and hearing them again. I like fun names. So that was definitely a highlight in some of my favorite parts of the book. The star rating. I gave this book a 2.75 just because, like, to me, that's right on the border of a solid book, of an alright book. But, like, it's just not there yet. It's just not, it just didn't reach that 3-star, which for me is, like, solid, good book. It's just like, it just wasn't there because when I listened to the audiobook, it was a good book. It was a solid ass book and I enjoyed myself. But when I read it, I had a very hard time reading it and understanding it. And I just felt like I wasn't getting it. Yeah, so that's why my rating is like that. Even though I understood the audiobook pretty well, actually reading it, I didn't, and I read a lot of it. So that's why I rated it the way I did. So did this book meet the hype wave? I'd say no. It is unjustified. This hype wave does not deserve it, in my opinion. But at the same time, I could see how you could like this book, and I did like this book a little bit. But it's just I don't think it deserves the hype it has, but I'm glad it has the hype. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Thank you, interesting people, for watching. See you in the next one.